What's your biggest fear, and does that control your life? When I was a kid, I asked my brother his greatest fear, the very reason he would jump away from the bed when he got out of our bunk bed. We shared a bedroom together. And he told me this fear. He said, "I'm afraid that if I actually just put both feet down on the step, that a man is going to grab my ankles." Now, of course, as an older brother, I utilized this opportunity to tell him only the wimpiest of wimpy kids would ever not put their feet down on the step. And of course, the next morning I got up before he did, went under the bed, and I could just see him. And I could hear it. This moment, this is years and years later, he takes a deep breath. Whew. He puts his feet down. And I give him the greatest Scooby-Doo villain sound ever. And like a cobra, strike his feet. He screams. It's probably one of my greatest memories as a child. We still talk. I mean, relationships are built on forgiveness, but I'm guessing as an adult, your biggest fear isn't spiders. It's not some guy under your bed. I don't think it's like snakes. I would guess your biggest fear is that you're a failure. I would guess your biggest fear is that you're going to be alone. Maybe it's death. I think those are the fears that consume us. And the thing is with fears, they all have a story. You've heard of fight or flight. And this is a good thing. If you're confronted by a dinosaur on a playground, it keeps you from not dying. But it also controls our life. We have a fear that says, I'm afraid of failure, so you're afraid to reach out in a relationship. You're afraid of rejection, so you're afraid to love your spouse like we can. We're afraid that they might just turn their back on us, and we don't want to just fully expose ourselves in that way. We just can't do it. You have a fear that says, if I actually confess my sins to a fellow believer, if I tell them what is really hurting me and what I've done, that they'll never look at me the same way again. All our fears are controlling, and all our fears have a story. But it's time that we listen to a different story. God in the book of Isaiah chapter 41 tells us this when it comes to fear. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Every one of us has fears that control us, and they're very, very controlling about how we see the world. But God says, we have a new story for you to listen to. You are not your fears. God says, I am the one who is with you. This is his story. I am the one who put my hand out for you literally so that you can be with me. God says, I am the one to protect you and keep you and walk with you so that these fears don't control your life. Instead, we can hear that different story and let that lead to a different place.
Would you like these videos sent to your email?
Just click on the link in this post.
We'd be thrilled to send them over to you so you gain more peace in Jesus.
And we'll make sure that you don't miss out on an ounce or a day of God's grace.
And we'll see you tomorrow.